my God. What's up? Unbelievable. 30 years doing comedy. This is my 30th year doing comedy today. Started 30 years ago, man. My first year in comedy, I had to tell the audience I was Chinese because nobody knew what the fuck a Filipino was. Is that from Philadelphia? What is that? We're around the 90s, just nobody knew who we were. We're like kale, you know? If you're not laughing, you're seriously unhealthy. You gotta check that A1C, my friend. Like most of our parents, they came in the 70s. You know, I remember my dad was working on the lawn. The neighbor came up to my dad and asked him, "Excuse me, sir, how much does the owner pay you to do his lawn?" My dad was so smart as a businessman. He's like, $1,000 a week. I'll give you a deal for 800. The guy goes, deal. So my dad goes in the house, tells my brother and I, we got summer jobs for $100 a week each. My dad invented outsourcing before India. We call it insourcing. And I was on tour, just came back a few weeks ago. They say North America lies to you. Every country lies to you. I went to Korea, never been to Korea before. Korean restaurants are known for barbecue buffets. I go to Korea, not one fucking barbecue buffet. I'm like, this is bullshit. Next time I'm gonna go to South Korea. That was a joke, sir. Can't go to North Korea. Kim Jong-un will shoot your titi. Listen. I hate Kim Jong-un, not the fact he's the worst dictator of our lifetime, just the fact that he messed up fades for all Asian guys. He let you everywhere. I went to China, no fortune cookies in China. That shit was invented in the 1800s in San Francisco. I'm like, where's my fortune cookie? What's that? It's a cookie with a note inside that tells your future. Oh, you're gonna get diabetes. You've been here 3 times this week. I went to India, loved India, no 7-Elevens. Anyways, that was racist. You know, in Japan, it takes you 10 years to become a professional sushi chef. Isn't it a long time to learn how to cook something that doesn't have to be cooked in the fucking first place? Sushi is finished when it's caught. I think originally sushi was the Japanese word for stove not working. And I did that joke in LA. Some lady was like, that was racist against Japanese people. Why? You did their accent. I'm like, look, I did that joke in Japan. They loved the joke. They didn't get it, but they're like, you sound exactly like us. For the fact that Hadouken! That was Street Fighter. The best game ever created. Here's the concept of Street Fighter. You fight another person for another country that represents the martial art of the country. Here's the racist part about Street Fighter. If they didn't know the martial art of the country you came from, they'd make it up with your ethnic stereotype. Here's an example. They had a Latino fighter named Vega, and he fought you on a fenced wall by the Mexican border. That's kind of racist. It's like having a Filipino street fighter. After he beats you up, he nurses you back to a full recovery. Sorry, I did not mean to. I'm a Christian, actually. Here's IV. I work at Toronto General. And not being racist, being racial, big difference. When you're racist, you're there to hurt another culture on purpose. When you're racial, you're racist, but you pretend you're not. You ever feel bad when you're just joking around like, shit, I think that was racist. You do another joke to fix it? I think that was even more racist. I met this guy named Yoshi. I'm like, Yoshi, where are you from? Japan. Real Japan? Okinawa, Japan? Like Ninja Japan? Why you say ninja? And I said, sorry, and I bowed. I'm like, why did I bow? Why you bow like that? That's what you guys do. It's like, no, very casual, like this. Hey, like the opposite of your what's up. I have a friend in Japan, half Japanese, half Indian. I swear to God, he bows like this. Hello, how you doing? I'm just joking, it's a quarter Chinese. It's a cat in the window. You guys are being really racial right now. So I was living in LA during the pandemic. They were killing everybody, black people, white people, Asians. My cousin's so stupid. He's like, Ron, don't worry. We're not Chinese. We're Filipino. We're safe. Are you kidding me? You think the racists know the difference between Chinese and Filipino? You know what the difference between Chinese and Filipino to a racist? It's the difference between a Honda Civic and a tinted Honda Civic. One's darker, more stylish, only fucking difference. And my friends now, I live in LA, my friends in the States, like in Canada, my family, like, hey, you live in the States, aren't you scared? I go, for what? ICE? They could arrest you, detain you, and even deport you to the Philippines when you're not even born there. I go, wow, you know how expensive a flight to the Philippines is? Oh my God. I'll go, arrest me, motherfucker, come on. Suck my 5-inch penis. I'm being too honest. Listen. 7. Right? Yeah, lockdown. I'm happy. I remember the lockdown. That was crazy, man. During there, I finished Pornhub and I saw the credits and the bloopers. What's your porn search? I put black and white because I love racial harmony. And you know what came out? Black and white footage pornography from the 1800s. I'm like, they had sex back then? And it wasn't the regular speed of film today. It was that old 1800s World War II speed of film. You ever see that? I was like, it was like this. I was like, how do I jerk off to this? The timing is so off. I had to mimic the guy. I'm like... I was like, when was the first porno ever filmed? I Googled this, right, for you. And the first porno, he looks so dirty. And first porno ever filmed was in America, 1885 in Texas. That's not the joke, but it's... Yeah, 1885 in Texas. I'm like, holy shit, right? 1800s, had to set up a projector machine. You know, hire a piano player for music. They use a wooden crank handle. That'd be impossible. Like, oh. Fuck, I missed that. Get out of the piano, help me out, my arm's killing me. I don't need music, take this. Don't look at me. Read it to me, because it was silent films. Because, squirt, you know, because you have to type squirt, because you can't spell, you can't spell that one. Right? How do you spell that? Do you know? Spell it. Spell this. What the fuck? There's no S. There's just all quotations. I get it, it's dirty, disgusting, and immature, but that's who I am. Yeah. You have to embrace humor. My parents, complete opposite. You know Filipinos, hardcore Filipino Catholics? They get really angry if we do dirty things. My dad gets really upset when I do this. You know that joke I did? My dad heckled me on that joke. I didn't know it was in the comedy club. My brother snuck him in from the back. I had no idea he was there. I was like, yes. I heard this from the back. Stop that! Stop talking about this one. God will get mad at you. That's our parents' favorite saying growing up, Catholic Filipino. God will get mad at you. One day he'll be talking bullshit on the streets. Talking about this one. Then the clouds will open, a giant fist will come and punch you in the face. Every time it's overcast, like, fuck, he's trying to get me for sure. I went to church every Sunday for my first 15 years of my life. Did anybody else go to church around while I was growing up? Yeah. I could feel your sins and, so we all grow up going to church. So, I think look what God did to the human body. He messed around with guys' bodies more than women's. Like, I'm going to make man, I'm going to make woman. Hey, Jesus, come over here. Stop walking by the beach and making footprints. Come over here. It's never going to catch on. Do you like my maid? Oh, my God. Jesus more like, oh, my dad. Because it's his dad. They're beautiful. If they overeat, is that a sin? Yes, that's gluttony. We have to punish them, make them gain weight, look unattractive. Start with the women. Give her bigger breasts. Are you serious? Just shut the fuck up. Give her more hips too. And a big ass. Look at that tickle. God me damn. Over the guys, let's make fun of this guy. When he gains weight, make a start in the center of his stomach. Then make go farther and farther, even farther. Don't blow the waist, fuck that shit. Make it look like a question mark from the side. And then wrap it on his waist like a tire, exactly. What if he gains weight in his chest? Give him women's breasts too. Put some pimples and hair would be hilarious. What up with his legs? Skinny. How does he ever get laid? After great stand-up comedy. God must have did some practical jokes in our bodies. Some stuff doesn't make any sense, right? We have wisdom teeth we don't need, floating ribs. Look where God put our G-spots. That was a practical joke. But give them G-spots now. Start with a woman. There's that sound again. Dad, where'd you put it? Fuck, I forgot. You could be searched for fucking centuries. Jesus Christ. I mean, son. Over the guys. Let's make fun of this guy again. You already gave him tits. I don't give a shit. Turn him around. Bend him over. I can't do this. You're staring at me too much. This guy, he's too much. He's like, what's wrong with you? He's like that weasel from Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah. Look at me when I do this to you. Jesus like, why would you do that, Dad? He can get the biggest orgasm he can in his entire life, but it's gonna make him question his sexual orientation. If you didn't know, the guy's G-spot, he knows. Anyways, oh, amazing crowd, man. Unbelievable. Saturday night. Another thing, I turned 50 last month, so I'm 50 now. And I shaved my head. So with hair, I looked really Filipino, right? Now I wear this beanie. I live in LA. Do you think I'm Mr. Miyagi from Venice Beach for some reason? I shave it up, now Cartel right here. A nice cartel. A vegan cartel. I got a teardrop tattoo on my Crocs. If you're gonna get older, don't feel bad. You know who you are now. You know what you like. I've tried all the drugs. I just like weed now. I've tried all the drinks. I just like Heineken. I was on a date last week. This girl goes, fuck me in the backseat of your car. You know what I said? These are leather interior seats. I don't need Viagra at 50. I need comfort. I can't have sex in the back alley. I need 1,000 thread count on my bed sheet. And when I go down on you, I need my reading glasses. Because I gotta read your lips. Listen, guys. Oh, man. And so you guys are dating, obviously, right? You're married? Okay, relax. Oh, my God. How long you guys known each other before you were married, though? How long have you known each other before you got married? 5 years. Oh, that's the timing. That was long distance. You were in the Philippines and he was in Manila. Yeah, he was so far. Too much traffic. Okay, I'll see you 5 days later. You were in the Philippines? He was in the Philippines?
Yeah, he was in Canada.
You were in Canada, right? And you're like, do you want the visa? Okay, put it right here. Fucking bustos. Wow, so you're married. So you guys know each other very well, right? Do you know each other's body count? That's rude, that's rude. You know what body count means? That's how many people you slept with. I did a show for the Vietnam War vets last month. I go, what's your body count? It's like 500. I go, that's not the same fucking. I did a show for the Vietnam War vets. My manager goes, wear a full army outfit to support them. I did the show. I realized the stupidest thing to wear when you're Asian and you're playing for a bunch of Vietnam War vets, they got triggered. He's still alive! It was... You were there. Anyways. If you don't know your partner's body count, do what I do. Say 1, 2, 3, and say it at the same time. But if you're a guy, don't say shit. Just see what happens. That backfired. I was like 1, 2, 3. She's like 50. I'm like, shit. That's a pretty even number. It's like, yeah, well, I don't count all of them. What? It's like women don't count the sex that's bad. I didn't know you can write off dick like it's your tax return. I didn't know. Which is weird. Guys, opposite. We don't have to have sex with you. If our dick raises your vagina, well, we mark that shit down to... I'm at 7,428 and a half. There was a little person. And sometimes you break up with somebody and they date somebody that looks like you. I'm like, why the hell would you date the bootleg version of me? Did you find me on Timo? What the? That's like some girl going for me because she's trying to get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson jealous. I got my new boyfriend, The Walk. You smell something. Here's a question for the women. Does it matter how many women a guy sleeps with before you date him? Yes. Yes? What's your number? You spoke up. You fucking answer. Yes. How many is too much for you?
7.
Wow. Well, we're all screwed, guys. Except him. Listen. This is first love and his last. That's your first girlfriend ever? Yeah, I could tell, because... I could tell, I could tell, you know what? His smile is too happy. You know? You see this guy? He's been around. Hair slicked back. This guy, chia pet. Anyways. Here's another question for the women. In today's day and age, do women still like romance? Yes. Yes? That's an easy question, you know? Because the younger women will say yes. The older women don't give a shit, you know why? Because they know it's fucking bullshit. You know what romance is to an older woman? Pick up your socks, you lazy fuck. If this house is clean, I can have an orgasm too. That's a true statement, right? You can't bend your girl over a kitchen counter when she can see the dirty dishes in front of her. What the fuck is this? No, you don't stop. I have 2 nephews. I don't have kids of my own. I don't think. I don't know. Like, remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, so you never know. Sometimes I'll drive by small towns in North America, and I'll be like, that half Asian guy crying in the corner there, that's mine for sure. Daddy, I don't know you. My nephew, so 14 Logan, and then 16 James, right? And during the pandemic, they're playing Fortnite. They invited their friends over. And that's their social life. Then after, 5 years later, they don't even go out. They're stuck at home. It's not the same like when we were growing up. When we were growing up, every weekend my dad's like, okay, go outside. Saturday, go out. What do they do? Oh, play on the road. With what? Here's a stick. There's a car. Jump over the fucking car. Learn life, right? So James never been out before, ever. 18 years old. First time he went out was a couple months ago. With his friends, like, Tito, that's uncle, right? Tito, what's up, man? He's like, I'm gonna go with my friends. Great, have a good time. This could be a hard day. No, Paul lives across the street. Wow, I need a backpack for what? Apples, compass, bandits. You're not Rambo, okay? Just go across and have a good time. My brother gave him a curfew of 2:30, normal time. Finally, 2:30 rolls in. My brother's like, oh my God, is he even here? Is he even alive? We could see him across the street. Why are you acting like that? No matter who you are, you gotta act like your parents. Why? Because they embedded stuff in your brain, and even if you hated or loved them, you're gonna say the same shit. I'm like, you act like that. He's like, oh, true. I'm gonna give him a curfew, 3 o'clock. Okay. 3 a.m. rolls in. We see him in the surveillance camera. I go, there he is. But James is not coming in. He's standing on the lawn. He's looking into the house. My brother's like, what is he doing? I'm like, what do you think? We've done this before. He's trying to sneak in. So, oh. What do? I put this shit on the big screen TV. Let's watch this. We got cameras around the house. Open some popcorn, come on. Because when you get older, you get uglier, but you get smarter. So you could see bullshit from afar. Let's enjoy this kid's bullshit. I bet my brother $50 he's gonna come in from the back of the house. He's like, no way, laundry room, that's my move. He doesn't do either. James is on the driveway, not in the dark or in the bushes, with the lights on his ass, trying to sneak in like this. My brother's rubbing his head. He's like, man, this kid's not gonna make it in this world. If you can't sneak in, you're screwed. This guy's putting his key in the keyhole, one tooth at a time, like an idiot, like this. We've been in a quiet house. You could hear that shit. You know, you're supposed to put it like this. Quick. Turn the knob even quicker. Push the door quickest. Now you're safe. This kid's pushing the door this fucking slow. He even makes noises when he sneaks. He's making you like, huh? What the fuck is... Shut up, huh? Walking in the creakiest part of the house, wooden floors in the middle of the hallway. Even test the wood. We all know to sneak in. Put your ass against the wall where the foundation, the wood, and nails are. Smush yourself like Spider-Man. Then change it to MC Hammer. Finally gets in trouble by my brother. Then my brother calls the wife. Now moms don't play. So I'm alone with my nephew. It's my time to teach him some shit, right? And that's the uncle and aunt's job. Teach the nephew and nieces the great part of life their parents can't do. That's our job. So I said, hey, James, if you're gonna be late, be fucking late. It's like, huh? If you're gonna be home at 3 a.m., you might be home at 8 a.m. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It does to us. We've been around. We know this scam. We all know that 3 o'clock in the morning is gonna get you in trouble, right? But 8 o'clock in the morning, they'll be happy you're still fucking alive. You're gonna hug some soup. His younger brother, Logan, 14 years old, started school in September, asked me a question only uncles can answer. He's like, I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, do you know how to get girls? I'm like, what? Never mind. I'm like, oh my God, he likes girls, but he's so small, insecure, doesn't know what to do. As an uncle, I should say something. So I said, well, Logan, did you want a girlfriend or did you want girls? He's like, why'd you say it's so creepy? Why'd you do it like this? That's gross. It's a Filipino hello. What's the difference, Tito Ron? I'm like, fuck. If you want a girlfriend, both of you have to be ready for a commitment. Both of you have to accept each other's flaws. Both of you have to work hard in it every day. Ew, that's a lot of work. It's fucking bullshit, I'll tell you that. But if I want girls, I'm like, shit. You gotta be highly charming, charismatic, but manipulative at the same time. You have to have zero remorse. You have to be dead inside and you're gonna fucking hate yourself. You know what he said? Fuck, that's cool as shit. It's too hard to teach other generations how to hook up. Because what's cool to us is not cool to them anymore, or even our parents. You ever ask your parents where the babies go? Filipinos, if you, okay, you're white, right? And did you get the talk with the birds and the bees at your family? No, you just learned it on your own. Yeah, most of the Filipinos are exact same way. We had to fucking learn that shit on our own. I asked my dad where the babies come from when I was 8. Never told me. He was too scared, too Catholic. Where do babies come from? Oh, shit. Oh, we prayed to God and then you fell from the ceiling. It's 10 years old, same question. Okay, Dad, tell me the truth. Where do babies come from? Couldn't tell me. Look outside, the animals will teach you. I was looking at the wrong fucking animals. First time I was intimate, I was like, what are you doing? I'm a pigeon. Just took a dump on the floor. I talked about women once with my brother. I was 15, my brother was 17. My dad heard us in the vent, came down holding my mom's hand. I heard you too, talking about women. You don't know shit. Daddy will teach you. The worst intervention ever. You don't want your dad teaching you how to pick up girls, especially my dad. All my dad did in the Philippines was fishing. He was a fisherman. So all his analogies of dating come from fishing. You guys learned the birds and the bees. You know, I learned the worm and the fish. So gross. If you want a girlfriend, very easy. It's like fishing. If you take a worm and you place it in the water, that fish will never approach that worm. Why? Because that worm did not show that fish his value. No different from a man at the bar trying to pick up girls. If he cannot dance, dress nice, he is a fucking loser. But if you take a lure and place it around the worm's neck, it turns into a beautiful, sparkly necklace. Yan. So the fish will swim by like, wow, that worm is suddenly handsome. I like his necklace, but I'm shy. Women will be shy. Don't let that stop you. Take the line and shake it. Then the fish will be like, what a good dancer too. Like John Travolta naman. Sus, kagwapo. Do I approach? No. Do the opposite. Reverse psychology. Show them your value. Then head to the exit sign. Then one fish will come amongst the all and say, oh no, that hot worm is leaving. I can't do this joke. I'm a fucking tilapia. Oh my gosh. That hot worm is leaving. I will be the first to grab him and shove him in my mouth. Now you have 30 fish chasing your worm. And my mom looked at my dad and said, what the fuck are you teaching our children? And my dad looked at my mom scared and looked at us and said, and your mommy was the winner of all the fish. Thank you. Beautiful women tonight. Every single one. I saw you guys walked in. I took pictures of all your asses. No, his twice. Anyways, your left one hangs more. Anyway. Here's a question for the women. Who's more emotional in relationships, men or women? Men. You know why? Sorry to break it to you guys. Men, guys, we don't understand emotions. We understand two. Happy, sad, that's it. You know, horny is under happy. He's like, oh yeah. You can tell that we break up, because when guys break up, we have one go-to move. We have the testosterone, we got anger, so we go through anger. Fuck you, we're done. Get your shit, get out of my house. This is my house, I forgot. This is how women break up. You guys, women don't actually break you that day. You hear it that day, she says it that day. Women actually break up you like 6 months before in their brains. And they stick with you while they get over you, right? But they also give you a chance to switch shit around. If you don't, they will bounce. Because a woman can do something we can't do, guys. They can compartmentalize their emotions in relationships. It's the way they survive. A woman could break up with you in her fucking head while having dinner. Smiling at you at the same fucking time. Do you like your meal? I love it. Is it your last one, motherfucker? A woman could break up you in her head, grieve, get over you, and break up you 6 months later and be fine. You ever wonder why your girl's crying for no reason? Why are you crying? You'll find out, because you're next, okay? And you don't think they're tougher than us? They are tougher than us. I'm not talking about physical strength. I'm talking about mental strength. A woman can get a breast reduction, power, strength, bravery. I respect any woman that gets a breast reduction, because there's no guy in this room that would shorten their dicks no matter how bad their back feels. Mr. Johnson decides your penis is causing back problems. We're going to have to cut. Fuck you. If it's all about balance, cut off my arms. I don't need them. And most guys, I know I'm dogging a lot of guys, but here's the truth about a lot of guys. Most guys in this room have been with cougars in their youth. A cougar is a female that's 45 to 55 years of age. Anything older than that is called a mountain lion. Okay. I like 70. I like saber tooth. That's the best. No teeth. Oh, anyways. Right? Second row. Listen. The reason I say most guys is we didn't do anything. We didn't do shit. We were the innocent lambs. They're the apex predators. I get it. There's a lot of creepy guys out there. I get it. But there's just as many creepy women. The difference is, guys still will have sex with creepy women. We just don't tell our friends. We just brush it off. We're like, we just kick rocks. That was fucking weird. Holy shit. Every time you see a guy skipping a rock in a pond, he fucked a cougar. Let's be honest. He's like, I gotta change my life, right? I was 18, she was 40. I was working in a mall, so she picks me up, right? And she's like, oh, and she was like really like older Filipina 40s, but she was fob but caught. You know, there's two fobs. There's like barrio fob, and then there's like, you know, Conyo's rich fob. Yeah, she was like, oh, I like your hair. I said, the buzz, that's nice. And you put the sun in your hair and like your ducks. This is 1989. I like your Club Monaco shorts. Wow, look at you. Trying to grow hair, but you have no hair. I had like that fucking peach fuzz here. And then she's like, well, here's my number and give me a call. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like, and I'm like, she goes, what's your number? I didn't want to give my number. Because what if she knows my dad? That'd be weird. Oh, I know her. She liked my worm. You know, that'd be weird. Was that you? No, and you're 18, and I was innocent, man. You know, she was the one that was doing all the moves. She picked me up in the mall. I was BMW, never sat in there before. Beautiful car heater seats. Never sat on that either. First time you do, after 5 minutes, you're like, why do I feel like I'm shitting my pants? Why so hot, man? My balls feel like dim sum. One hargar, one shumai. So we go to Niagara Casino. This is the date, right? Now, we're all adults now. We know what a red flag is, right? So if you see a red flag on a date, you kind of walk away because you learn from your mistakes. I don't know what the fuck a red flag is, right? Because I'm 18. So we go to Niagara Falls. She gives me $200 to gamble. And I come back, $200 steak dinner with lobster. She goes, eat up. Like, what am I doing? She's watching me like, drink. Are you full? Oh, I'm so busog, I'm so full. She's like, okay, now it's my turn. You come to my house and fuck the shit out of me. That scared the fuck out of me. Because when the roles are reversed, guys don't know what to do, man. You understand this? When a guy pays on a date, that gives a guy a green light to hit on you because there's an investment. When you pay, guy goes, what the fuck do I do now? Do I bend over? What the fuck do I do? And $400 is a lot, right? And we honestly believe you deserve that on the first day, but the roles are reversed. Guys can attest to this. This shit's not worth $400. It's like $1.50 at most. If you're black, $2, you know. So we go back to our house. Here's all the red flags. I didn't even know what, I look back, 5 red flags. First red flag, open the door to her room, giant round bed that revolves. Where do you buy that? You can't go to Sleep Country, Canada. You gotta go to Austin Powers' house. Or Quagmire's. Second red flag, she pushed me on her bed. I landed on her bed on the imprint of the guy before me. I'm like, oh my God. This guy's arms are huge. Then she took off her clothes, right? And she just threw them behind her. Every time she took a piece of clothing off, it went behind her and it lands in a hamper she can't even see. Like, fuck, she's done this many times. Swish. Stephen Curry of cougars. And then she was naked. First time I seen a pure naked woman in front of me, and she looked over me, she's like, this is what a real woman's body looks like. I was so scared, I didn't know what to do. I was fully clothed under the sheets like, thank you, tita. I didn't know. That's auntie. Right? And the last thing that goes through a guy's head is protection. Oh, I was looking for anything. I'm like, I'll use a sandwich bag, whatever you have. I've used a sandwich bag once. It was a Glad one. It's safe. If you zip it and it's green, no spillage. You can put your balls in and... I looked to my right, a bowl of condoms on her side table. Yeah, Halloween for hookers. It was just, and they're not regular they're fucking magnums. Oh, the big one. You know how hard it is for an Asian kid to put a magnum condom on? You gotta take one, rip your mouth, roll it on, and then tie a knot. Right? Or two. Bastos. And I know there's some older Filipino aunties here, and don't DM me after this show. Seriously, I'm sick of this shit. So this is what every email sounds like. I'm not joking. Even tonight, you'll probably send me something. Good evening. They're so polite at first. Good evening, Mr. Comedian. They put a J. We were at your show last night, and to be honest with you, you were highly open. We were highly open-ended. No, it's true. We could not drive home with our kids that night. We were too embarrassed. We told them to take a bus. We should have saved $50 and watched Joe Coy. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I love Joe. Give it up for Joe. Come on, he's awesome. And honestly, you know what? You're like, okay, you think of all your family. They're all funny. Think of every Filipino party you go to. Everybody is fucking funny. I'm just one of you guys that was crazy enough to do this. My parents were like, stop that. No! I was the white guy. And you guys are so funny. Your culture is funny. Yeah, because we had to be. That is our defense mechanism, right? We're naturally funny. But I really don't know what Filipinos are. But what I do know, out of all the places I travel to, I do like 20, 30 countries that have Filipinos. And I know one thing. Compared to everybody, we're one of the nicest people on the fucking planet. Unbelievable. We will do anything for our friends and family. We will sit by their bed while they die. We don't give a shit. But you know what? Don't you ever cross us. Because we can flip on you. Why? Because when Filipinos get angry, we will do something. We'll cut you off. We invented ghosting. Because we love manalingals and fucking ghosts and shit. Right? So we love that, right? And don't ever fuck with us. Go fucking knock the fuck out of you. Because every Filipino has a little Manny Pacquiao inside. And you could tell because our calves, it's there. There are these big ass calves like, fuck! But we started being funny since day one. This is another thing I know about Filipinos. We're the only race of people that make our babies perform. We're not even walking yet. Go, show tita, come on, show tita. Close open. Close open. Show tito, come on. Beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. That's a game. We have to make our kids do this. When I was 7, I'm like, I could do that. He just has muta crust in his eye. The Filipino culture is amazing. I did a show for Gordon Ramsay in Manila. He opened up a restaurant there and he asked me to do a show. So I did a show in Manila. And he said Filipinos' culture, the food, is probably one of the best foods he's ever had because it's an amalgamation of thousands of different people that invaded us. It's real. There's American hot dog for some fucking reason in spaghetti. What the fuck happened? There's a hot dog. A Vienna sausage. That's so bootleg our fucking spaghetti is. We have all the, we have, the lechon is a pig, right? And when every Filipino party has one giant pig, but you have to get there fast or else the pig turns white. Only the nose is left. Right? We have all the different longanisa. The longanisa is so amazing. It's a breakfast sausage, but you could eat it any time of the day. Right? It's so strong. Over 12 herbs and spices. Yeah. It's so strong that you have a special burp. It's that strong. You can't just go, oh, you'll fuck up your friends. You have to wait and you go, oh, it's coming, and catch it. Look for a window, open it. We have different fish, tilapia, red snapper, bangus, milkfish, the death fish. There's a million bones in the fucking fish. Filipinos can't get it. Here's my dad every Sunday morning. Number one fish from Cebu, milkfish. Number one! Call the doctor. And the cats look, I'm like, call two doctors. We have delicacies in our community. Every culture has a delicacy, which means it's gross. You have to be delicate to the culture. It's like having an ugly child. You can't call the child ugly. You have to call him smart. He's a genius. He'll be fine. Look away. What's our Filipino delicacy? Ba motherfucking lot. It's a duck embryo. Have you tried balut? No? So you don't want to eat it? Okay. Well, guess what, guys? No, it's I got 2 balut here. No. I'll teabag my balut on you. To explain it to the people that don't know what balut is, it's a duck embryo. Did you just burp? Did you hear that? It's like you just won a balut eating competition. Balut. I don't even use salt. That's how you came up with the word balut. It sounded like throw up. You know, my dad came to Canada '68. He brought Filipino food to Canada. 1968, him and one of his friends, he started importing all these food, tilapia, red snapper, all stuff, and then he had to go to a farmer in New York, in upstate New York, to teach him how to make balut. He's like, well, excuse me, sir. Yeah. Do you have any eggs? What kind of eggs? Duck egg, chicken. What do you have? He's like, well, we have all kind of eggs. We got quail, they were too small. The duck egg, yeah, I like the duck egg. Chicken egg, no. And he's like, ostrich egg? What? Ostrich egg. You know what my dad envisioned? The best fucking Thanksgiving dinner. With the biggest balut. He taught this guy to make balut, but he made 2 fucking giant ostrich baluts. I'm not joking. 1984, my dad brought it, and there was 25, 30 of our relatives in Thanksgiving, and it was this big. And they're all like, oh my God, giant balut! He cracked it open, fucking Jurassic Park. Green mist. So stinking baho. My dad used to sell baluts to the Filipino. When I was 6 years old, I used to take cooked baluts and bring them to school, put them under trees, take the head out, make it look like it fell from the nest and died. I did it to see the kids gather. Oh my God, a baby bird just fell from the tree. That's so sad. I'll walk in. How much did you pay me to eat it? I made $100 at 6 years old, fucking diabolical genius. The principal called my dad, Mr. Josol, your son's eating dead birds falling from trees. Are you stupid? No, Dad, it was a scam. I made $100 for 1 balut. I'm gonna take you, bring it to school, and you can do it again. You're a genius. Look at my creation. Sometimes you don't really think you know your parents, you know, they raised you, and then you're like, do I even fucking know them? And then when you get older, you go, oh, that's how they are. You don't really know your parents until you get older. I look back, so sad, quick story. Mom passed away 10 years ago. I'm good, right? And so my dad's at his new place, and he's there he's like, hey, can you come over and fix my laptop? I'm like, sure. So I go to fix the laptop, and I'm like, why are you living in this house? You're living in your cousin's house? In the bed, 1 bedroom? He's like, yeah. You own 2 homes. Yeah, I rent that. Why don't you live in a home? Why? What for? This is a small room. You have a mansion. You made so much money. He's like, I don't care about money. I go, well, why'd you make so much money? So basically my mom and my dad had a car accident back when I was 1981. So my mom became a paraplegic. Yeah, this is true, right? Fuck the comedy. This is the shit. And so he was like, so he had to figure out, we lived in a ghetto in Scarborough, right? And in order to, you can't have somebody, a paraplegic, live there, right? To have a good life, you'd have to live in a rich, nicer environment. So by necessity, my dad was like, how do I become a millionaire for my wife? So he figured out if he imported food, because he was a nurse, and he knew over 10,000 nurses that wanted Filipino food in the 60s. So he called his cousin, they started importing. He made so much money and built my mom a giant mansion. And he goes, I don't really care about money. I just did it for your mom. And it hit me. I'm like, fuck, I'm nothing like my dad. I'm a piece of shit. And I realized, you're nothing like, they're great people, right? And I'm trying to fix my dad's laptop. Basically, he couldn't X out any fucking windows. He just forgot. So it was 1,000 fucking windows. I'm like, I can't believe this. You know, and all of a sudden I saw so many different Japanese porn. And I'm like, I jerk off to that girl too. Me and my dad are the fucking same. I thought I'm not the same. We're the same douchebag. We're the same. And then so I go back home and I see my family. I enjoy. So we watch movies together. So Christmas time, I come back. You know, me, my brother, and my family is all there. There's like 30 of us. We watch movies after we eat. We stuff ourselves. And we watch whatever, you know, the Christmas Story, Die Hard, whatever you want. And my nephew's on the phone. He's just like this. I'm like, just get off the phone. Enjoy your family, man. He's like, man, this is stupid. Like, what the fuck are you watching? It's like, this is so much more fun. It's TikTok. Like, what? A cat playing piano? It's like, yeah. Right? I go, once you mirror it so we could all enjoy this together as a family. So the guy mirrors it. I'm not joking. Straight up porno pops up on the big screen TV. 30 family members are just like, oh my God. We're trying to keep the social contract. Nobody talks shit. And my fucking nephew just runs in his room like, turn this shit off. We're all watching like, who the fuck is gonna turn this shit off? You know, the only person that doesn't mind is one of my older relatives. She's like in her 80s. She has cataracts. She's like, what's this? This is normal. What is this? Is that the telephone operator from the 50s? No, it's a gangbang. And that couldn't have happened to us in the 80s or 90s. Why? Because we didn't have the technology to fuck us up. Technology is fucking. So look, you go on TikTok, you could be happy, sad, horny, pissed, and fucking disgusted in 5 fucking minutes. Isn't that bipolar? What the fuck? Right? So you couldn't even do that in the fucking 90s. To watch porn, you can't just go on your phone. There's no phone. You can't just put up a laptop, right? You gotta fucking put on pants and leave your fucking house. You have to look for an old video store, not Blockbuster, like an old one. You look and the open side is not really strong. Like, oh. You know, it's downtown. So you open the door and you know it's you know when the porno's there because in the back of the room there's like saloon doors and fucking drapes. And you're like, fuck, it's there. But you can't go straight there and look like a pervert. You have to go and look at normal videos and try to infiltrate in the back. You have to dress up as somebody else, you know? It's like a spy, you know? One time I walked in, I saw my dad, I'm like, holy shit. He's wearing my jacket, I'm wearing his. Here's my last 2 jokes. And these last 2 jokes are so fucking dirty. And it's not because I want to be a dirty comic. It's these 2 jokes my dad gave me a real intervention. Because he thought they were too dirty. Out of respect, I stopped doing it for like a year. But you know, I gotta be who I am. I'm an adult, I have to do what I want. And I added what my dad did to the bit. Now we both enjoy this. You guys ready for the last 2 jokes? All right. Really dirty, but you love it. Here we go. Okay, I never sent a dick pic in my life, but I got my first vagina pic, and that scared the fuck out of me. No, seriously, so I saw this vagina pic, and I fucking freaked out. I'm like, oh, what is this, an empty eye socket? Don't send a pussy pic. It's not like a dick. Dicks look funny. That's why we send them. Vaginas do not look funny. They look angry. They're like, feed me. I'm always hungry. So, the next joke I do, I was watching this porn of this girl in this porn. She had 2 dicks in her hand, and she didn't know which one to pick. You ever have that? You ever see that? They're always like, oh. It's like, pick a dick, right? Then they do this to fuck up the viewer. What are you doing? Don't touch them together. This is not Avatar. It's positive and negative. The car can blow up. So I get off the stage. My dad's waiting for me in the back. Come here! Sit the fuck down. Why do you keep talking about this, man? Something wrong with your fucking brain? Whenever my dad gets angrier, the Filipino accent kicks in times 10. Flips his F's and P's. He talks about God, and he's from Bohol. So Bohol, Philippines, those people are so different from the normal Filipinos. They make up their own fucking swear words. They don't copy. He's like, you're crazy, you fuck shit, you. You're a bullcock. Then he brings God back to it, because you stopped going to church, right? Huh? Huh? Stop going to church, huh? You don't love God no more, huh? You think God thinks you're funny, huh? You think he's upstairs with St. Peter laughing at this fucking joke? Huh? Hey, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Take care, guys.